Hello, this is 5 Questions with Calgary's Business. It's time when we ask 5 key questions to community and business leaders in the city. I'm your host, Mario Tanaguzzi, and joining me today is Bayan Sharafi, who is owner of Baked Donuts. Thanks for joining us, Bayan.
Thank you for having me, Mario.
Let me ask you, first of all, why you decided to become an entrepreneur.
I never wanted to become an entrepreneur when I left high school because I never knew what an entrepreneur was. But the biggest reason is that I know I can provide the most value in being an entrepreneur because I know my meaning and mission in life is to be able to help people grow in some sort of specific way and help them solve something in their lives and provide them with something. And I couldn't do that with a 9-to-5 job. I went to engineering school and I fixed helicopters, but even though the money was good, everything was good, my heart was never set there because I knew I couldn't give the value I was intended to. So I decided to pursue the entrepreneurial life and see what I could provide to people.
What was your biggest challenge setting up your business?
Biggest challenge is it's the mindset of running a business. It's like, because I wasn't educated enough when I started my business, so it's learning and adapting. I'm very perfectionist with what I do, so hearing people comment, it's not meant for everybody. That's one thing you have to accept, that it's whatever you do, not everyone is gonna like it. So it was probably hearing those comments, like this is not meant for me, and I would take it personally. So it's that sense of adapting and knowing that as long as you give your best foot forward, people will enjoy it, but it's not for everyone.
So if you're talking, say I'm a young entrepreneur wannabe, tell me how your best piece of advice, I guess, for someone like me.
To start up a business?
Yeah.
Well, obviously have the basics. So like have a business model, have a plan, make sure you have a marketing strategy, make sure your finances are set. But I think the biggest thing is have your emotional reason, because the stronger your emotional reason is, the more you can surpass, because the bigger the goal you have, the more setbacks you're gonna have. It's just like the law of the universe. And you have to be willing to overcome everything. And if you have an emotional reason, you'll get through it and you'll be consistent and persistent.
Yeah.
So it's like, find your why and know exactly what your why is. So whoever asks you how specific, like the specificity of your business, you can be able to tell anyone with so much conviction that they love it. They can see the passion in it.
A lot of stories in the news these days about the challenges that business owners face in Calgary with rising taxes and rising costs. Does that worry you, where
No.
things are headed?
No, because I think that's still a sense of perspective. There's a lot of great businesses in this world that have been grown in bad economic times, and I feel like, because it's a donut, so it's like it's food regardless. As long I'm just gonna keep pursuing and keep doing my best. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm not gonna let a pressure like that stop my growth, because there are ways to get around it. If my donuts were made out of oil, then maybe I would have a problem, but it's a food, it's a thing that people like, and it's an experience. So as long as I know that my mindset is for it, and I'm just gonna keep doing my best, whatever happens, happens, but otherwise that's not gonna bother me.
So some people think that entrepreneurs have to be a little different, maybe a little weird.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the qualities that make for a successful entrepreneur?
Okay, so this is my favorite question. An entrepreneur, it's all about your attitude, because the one thing that we have control over as a human is our perception. So I feel like regardless of what mission that you want to face in this life, it's your attitude. So make sure you find someone that inspires you, someone who's kind of lived that model that you're pursuing, so you have an idea of what they have gone through. Make sure you read a lot, understand yourself, find the values of you, because a true entrepreneur in a sense is a leader. And a leader is derived of many qualities of discipline and be able to over deliver, be able to do things when you don't want to do things. So in all essence, it's the more you grow as a person, the more success comes with it. So you might have a great business plan, but if your mindset isn't there, your business will fail, because you will hit so many setbacks. And if you're not mentally confident and strong enough, you won't be able to do it. So I think first thing is learn you as a person, and learn your individualistic qualities and become better, because the more better you become, the more value you can give, the more value you can give, the more success will come to you.
Okay, thanks very much, Bayan, for joining us today.
Thank you, Mario.
That was 5 Questions with Calgary's Business. I'm your host, Mario Tanaguzzi. Thanks for joining us today.